Okay, so the sympathetic nervous system, it's a division of the efferent autonomic nervous system, and its primary role is to maintain optimal blood supply in the organs. So it is our fight or flight system. I'm sure you've heard that at some point. So you're sitting there watching the football game, a lion bursts through the door, and you have to react quickly to either fight the lion or run faster than the lion and get away from it. So we do have all the time a little bit of moderate activity in the sympathetic system, which stimulates the smooth muscle in the walls of blood vessels, maintains a little bit of contraction of the vessel walls, and that's its role in maintaining optimal blood supply in the organs. Increased sympathetic activity, like when the lion bursts through the door, it further constricts the vessels, and it decreases increases blood supply to the muscles, and decreased sympathetic activity allows for vasodilation, and you get the blood supply everywhere else. Okay, so we often talk about the fight or flight, the physiologic responses to fear. When an individual feels threatened, the sympathetic nervous system prepares for vigorous muscle activity. That's that fight or flight. You either have to punch the lion or you have to run faster than the lion. So it does this by vasoconstricting the veins in the skin and the gut, and it increases the blood flow to active muscles. It increases blood glucose levels, increases bronchial and coronary vessel dilation, so you can increase your blood pressure and your heart rate. That's so you can respond quickly to that threat. Sympathetic firing reduces activity in the digestive system because the digestion is not important when the lion bursts through the door. Okay, so when you can get other input besides a lion, like you have a job you don't like and your boss calls you into his office. That can stimulate the fight or flight response, and you're not going to fight your boss or run away from him. So a lot of our sort of our modern day stressors and our traffic, road rage, that sort of thing, that's all sympathetic nervous system activity. So you can see all the things that can affect it. Increases your blood pressure. It reduces activity in the digestive system. So the sympathetic nervous system is a survival system, but it doesn't always function in sort of our modern society in the way we want it to. So it affects metabolism and the effectors in the skin to help regulate body temperature. Epinephrine that's released by the adrenal medulla increases the metabolic rate throughout the body. So we're processing the stores that we have, so we have that energy for fight or flight. The sympathetic signals also control the diameter of blood vessels and secretion of sweat glands and hair and erection of hairs in the skin. So it is taking blood away from your skin and sending it to your effector muscles. In the head, it does the same thing. So your hair stands on end, sort of thing, and it controls blood flow and sweating in the area. It also dilates the pupil so we can get more light in and see better, and assists in elevating the upper eyelid. So that's that, just being able to see out in the distance and find our escape route. Okay. So I think we're going to wrap up sympathetic, and then we'll talk a little bit about the functions of the parasympathetic system, and then we will compare the two.